I'm not sure how much better the Avs could play and still find a way to take the L. Avs lose to the Pittsburgh Penguins 2-1 in overtime.
Colorado has won the Stanley Cup.
There really isn't a ton to say about this game. I really like the way the Avs played the vast majority of it, and even the way they end up losing isn't really a collapse like we've seen in the past. It's one weird choice and a ridiculous play, and then a failure to finish the game in overtime. The first 45 minutes of this game was pure dominance by Colorado. They did not look like they were on the same level as Pittsburgh, just better in every single facet of the game. The problem is, the puck wasn't going in for them, and some of that is skill, some of that is bad luck. Things didn't go the Avs' way, they didn't finish enough tonight. But if they play games like this consistently, they will start finishing. It's tough when you're at this point in the season and every 2 points is huge for games to go like this, because the Avs are going to miss that point that they end up not getting in this game, but I would take how they played every single night, and they would get that second point the vast majority of nights they play like this. Certainly, Nathan MacKinnon played wonderfully tonight, and it wasn't just on the forward side, the offensive side, he also was playing quality defense as well, physically engaged, winning puck battles, and getting the Avs going the right direction. And I think that's the biggest takeaway from tonight. Getting Bowen Byram back in the lineup, getting Val Nichushkin back in the lineup, the Avs are going the right direction a lot in this hockey game. And it takes a while, but eventually Nathan MacKinnon is going to get his. A 4-on-4 situation, and Nathan MacKinnon has been on one tonight, and it culminates in this goal. Byram and Girard playing pitch and catch up high. MacKinnon gets the puck at the half wall, simply just beats the first defender, and goes in behind the net. When he circles back to come back out into the zone, you'll notice the Avs playing extremely aggressively. Both Byram and Girard commit deep into the zone, which forces the Pittsburgh forwards to stay deep. That allows MacKinnon to circle back in instead of out high beyond the circles up in the top part of the zone, near the top of the circles, a much more dangerous area to get a shot off from, and that's exactly what MacKinnon does, and it's a laser beam. Good players do good things. Simple as that, but quietly on the back end of that, Byram in his first game back gets an assist, and Sam Girard gets an assist, continuing the hot streak he was on from before the All-Star break. I'm telling you, getting those two guys back, that being Byram and Nichushkin, make an unbelievably large difference for this hockey team. They just completely reshape the way they look and how good they really are. By the end of the third period, shots were 29-16 in Colorado's favor. Again, just pure dominance. The only thing they couldn't do was finish. And the one thing they really didn't do well enough on the offensive side was the power play. On the whole, they end up 0 for 4 on the night. You just need to be better there. Yes, some nights you struggle to finish at 5-on-5. Some nights they have a good goalie, things happen. But when you have that man advantage opportunity, you have to get it done there, and the Avs didn't. Even the third period wasn't terrible. Yes, Pittsburgh pushed. Pittsburgh outshot the Avs 18-10 in the period, but the Avs putting 10 shots on goal is not turtling. That is counterpunching and playing solid, safe hockey. Unfortunately, with time winding down, some weird puck bounces and one weird decision make it a tie game. Pittsburgh in the Avs zone. Zucker is going to get the puck coming up the wall here, and Makar tries to body him, and it doesn't work, and he loses his footing. This is not great defense, and it allows Zucker to cut in to the middle of the zone, where the Avs do collapse reasonably well. Comfort gets a stick in and knocks the puck loose here. Looks like it was actually Mikko on the back check that gets the puck loose here. Now this puck is floating to the corner. Zucker is definitely going to get to it, but if Frankie's playing his angle, I don't really know how dangerous this opportunity would have been. Instead, Francouz, I don't know if it's panic necessarily, but he decides to commit to a full YOLO poke check to try and get this puck away from Zucker and off into the corner or somewhere else. And he dives for it and just doesn't get very much of the puck. So that allows Zucker to still collect it, and now Frankie is completely out of control. Sliding out of his net, he's still sliding out. He's not covering the net well at all. Zucker turns and tries to throw this towards the net. He doesn't put it on net. It slides directly through the crease, so a bit of good fortune for the Avs there. But it comes to Malkin, who gets to set up in behind the net, and you can see Frankie is not getting back to covering this net in any reasonable amount of time, so it's an extremely dangerous opportunity. Malkin gets this pass through. Credit to Malkin. That's an incredible pass to get it all the way through to Rust. Rust actually plays it terribly, kicks the puck. It's going to go wide of the net, but it bounces off of Francouz and in. Just brutal. When Francouz commits like that, he has to make it work. If you don't get all of it and make sure you clear the puck, you end up way out of your net with no way to recover. And yes, some crazy puck bounces end up with the puck in the net, but there's a wide open net there. Francouz just did not execute well enough to go for the YOLO play. They don't love that. You're inside 4 minutes with a 1-goal lead and you don't end up winning this game. That is bad, but the Avs do at least get a point out of it. And then overtime happens, and that's the one power play that you really feel bad about. The Avs had every opportunity to finish this game with a 4-on-3 in overtime, and they don't get it done. If failing to finish on the power play wasn't bad enough, the play immediately goes the other way, and the Avs lose the game because Pittsburgh has a pretty good player named Sidney Crosby. The end of the Avs OT power play here, and both sides on the ice are pretty exhausted. The Avs just get pretty simply outworked. First giving up a ridiculous grade A chance in the middle. They try to get back but aren't able to recover the rebound. Pittsburgh gets a second crack at this. Again, another good save by Frankie, even if the puck is hanging there. And again, the Avs just get outworked. They can't find a way to clear this puck effectively in a 4-on-4 situation. In fact, the Avs even take a penalty. But it ends up not mattering because Pittsburgh gets it finally into an advantageous situation. Sidney Crosby is going to get the best of this game on Nathan MacKinnon as he makes a fantastic pass to Kris Letang out front, who this time, third time's the charm, Frankie gets beat. It's a tough way to lose, and I don't know that I'd put it on anyone specific on the Avs. Obviously, you just need a better play from Frankie on the tying goal, but you also just need more goals from the Avs team as a whole. And again, I just can't be frustrated about this game because the Avs played it so well in every category except getting it across the finish line. I'm not going to say this doesn't matter because it could matter. If the Avs come up 1 point short of getting into the playoffs or getting a higher seed, you're going to look at this game and go, that hurt. But I don't think it's going to be the end of the world either. So we'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Head on over to thednvr.com for all of our coverage. I am Rudo, and puck just go in net.